Hey out there. Just making sure I'm in the right place. Let's see. I think I am. I'm going to just share it to my Donna's Creative Space Stamping, Scrapbooking, and Card Making private group. That way, anybody over there can be watching it. So, let's see. So, happy Friday, everyone. All right. Post, and I'm all set to go. Okay, I think I'm sharing it in the right group and the right Facebook page. Hey there. So this is Donna from Donna's Creative Space. Sorry about taking a little bit of time to get things ready, but I just had to, you know, getting all the computer stuff out of the way takes a little bit of time. So let's see, I'm a little crooked. Let me see if I can straighten that out without disconnecting my Facebook. All right, I think that's better. So if you're watching me live on my Facebook page, Donna's Creative Space, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. You know, like what state or town or whatever. Just like to know who's watching and how far my little camera reaches. So anyway, this looks like I might want to zoom in a little bit more. Maybe once we get to stamping. So today, I'm very excited to share something with you. I am sharing with you this new suite called Happiness Abounds, and I want to show you. It's so pretty, and I'm also using all this suite for my card class to go this month. So this is the stamp set. It's got, I always love when they use block lettering with script. So this is pretty. It's got a congratulations, a best wishes, happy birthday, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine, which would be great for a wedding. You are wonderful in every way. I think I'd use that with the birthday one. Then there's a friend, and a thank you, sending many thanks for all you do. And you could always, if you didn't want to put the for all you do, you could just say sending many thanks and mask out the for all you do. And then we have some flowers here, a few roses, and I don't know my flowers, so I won't even attempt to guess if they're all roses or not. And then little kind of flowers and a couple of leaves. But it also comes with a set of dies, and the dies are called Blossoming Happiness dies. Now, they coordinate with this stamp set, and when you buy them together, you can save 10%. That's what Stampin' Up! Calls a bundle. So I let you know that you'd save 10% by buying it as a bundle. Now the paper. So let me show you. So this is the new catalog. And, oh, I just love the new catalog. So this came out on May 3rd. And I couldn't show it. I had this. I've been showing the cover, but I couldn't show you the inside. So right inside here, this front cover, you'll see that this side might be a little hard. In the cover itself, because I laminate my front and back cover, because I use this is like my Bible for Stampin' Up! Since I'm a demo. But look at these cards using this stamp set and dies. You know what? I am going to try to go down a little bit. Let's see how that is. Get a little bit closer. I think that will be fine. So, let's see. How's that? Is it a little bit closer, or should I have gone? Maybe I'm very crooked now. It's a little bit closer. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, so you can see in the catalog, they've really advertised or marketed, whatever you want to call it, showcased this stamp set and paper because it's just absolutely beautiful. And so I want to show you a couple of this. So that's the inside cover, right? Well, let me get to the page that it's in the book. So here's the Hues of Happiness Suite, it's called. Now there's a bundle. Like I told you, this is the bundle, right? So you can get 10% off this. Normally these Separately, they'd go for a total of $55, but when you bundle them, you get 10% off, so it's $49.50. But when Stampin' Up! Puts out a new catalog, they have what they call suites. So this is the Hues of Happiness suite. And so for $69.50, not only would you get the bundle, the stamp and the dies, you would also get a package of these new glossy dots that are in Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party. They're so pretty. I don't know if you can see how, you take them out, how sparkly they are. They're really pretty. But then you also will get the Designer Series paper that coordinates, and this is beautiful. Now, mine's all mixed up, and I tried to grab 6 pieces as full. What page are you on? I'm sorry, Susan. I should have told you guys that. Page 109. Excuse me, page 109 in the annual catalog. So I have these pages, these papers out, but I've been cutting it apart. I used this for a swap that I was in, and now, like I said, for my card class to go, which, you know what, while I'm here, I might as well show you. So here's my host code for shopping the first half of May. All right, and my card class to go is called Happiness Abounds, because that's the name of the stamp set. And these are you'll get a kit just for shopping with me. You earn my kits for free. And as long as you spend $35 or more in product, that's before tax and shipping, then you can get my May card class to go kit. And these are the 4 cards. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Now you would get a kit to make 2 of each of these. So that would be 8 cards total, which is a great deal because all you're doing is shopping, so you just spend $35 and you get a free kit. But let me show you these papers. So this is one of them. So most of them are like florals on one side and kind of like a graphic or a washed image on the back. And you might have been seeing these because everybody's been showing this. It's such pretty paper. And this has a piece cut off because I used some of it already. But look at these colors on this. Isn't this beautiful? And the back of this are these little like crosses or X's. And then there's this paper that I'm going to use today. It's so pretty, and I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can get closer. The navy in the background is kind of like, looks like fabric, so it's almost like it's on denim. Can you see that? It's kind of, it might be hard to see on the camera, but the back of that is kind of like this painted rainbow kind of thing, like with the different colors. Now there's a couple of different that are similar, couple of different papers that are similar to this idea where it's a brush stroke rainbow. So this is one of them, and here's another one. So on one side you have, and like I said, I've already used some of it. You have this strip, if you look at this, it looks like all tiny flowers, right? But if you look, let me go this way, it'll be better for you to see. So we have pinks and purples and Pool Party and Bermuda Bay and Daffodil, and this looks like crushed curry, and this looks like Flirty Flamingo and maybe Melon Mambo. So you have, I think I started with pink, but I don't know, that could be maybe Blushing Bride, and this is Gorgeous Grape. So on the back of that is this rainbow that you could cut out pieces when you use the paper, right? Or you could cut out strips like this, like I used on one of my cards that I just showed you, strips of this section here, because that's what the colors are in my card, from the yellow to pink to the Melon Mambo. This is another piece, and I'll show you. There's a couple pieces that are like this, right? 3 shades, well actually there's 4 shades, yellow, then there's like this darker yellow, the pinky and the darker pink. And on the back it has the same type of rainbow effect in that brush stroke. And now here we have it in the purples and blues hues, where we have the light purple, the dark purple, the blue, the Pool Party. I know they all match a certain. This is like Fresh Freesia. This is Gorgeous Grape. I would say this is probably Night of Navy. Could be one of the new blues. And then Pool Party and Bermuda Bay. And on the back of that, look how pretty that is. But it's all like brush strokes. And then this one's very pretty, very dainty. I remember when I was, my second house that I lived in as a kid, I picked out a wallpaper that looked similar to this, only the background was dark brown, and it had tiny little flowers like this on it. And that's when I saw this, it reminded me of my bedroom. And on the back of that is another set of flowers. Now, let me go back to this page. All right. something fun that Stampin' Up! Did is these dies cut out all these flowers, right? You just have to kind of figure out. And I've already done this because I wanted to get some done before I went live. So look, I'm just going to show you. There's that one, there's that one. Look at it, even cuts out leaves, right? Isn't this awesome? Now this one, I might like send it through on a different color first. Let me think, where's another one of these? Right here. Can you see that? Maybe it's not an image. Right, and then there's this one. What does this one? Maybe, does this one cover this one? Yep, that one does that. Oh yeah, that one does that one. And I think these two are for the stamps, right? So you could run this through. I would cut out areas before, you know, you can't put this whole thing through your isn't it? Yes, it is beautiful, Susan. I wouldn't put this whole thing through your machine. I mean, you can't fit it. You could do maybe 6 inches if you had the big, the large cut and emboss machine, or maybe do one at a time if you have the mini. I am going to use my mini on something else, but I went ahead and I cut all these out because I want to make a bunch of cards with these. So it's look at, I mean, this was all from one sheet. All right, let me take these off so I don't lose them. And I'm going to put them back in. And the one thing I'm going to take out of here is this little edging, this die. I'm going to show you how to use that today. And it's really, oop, don't want to lose him. It's kind of it's a fun set. I had fun cutting out all these flowers. I had intended on doing it in, let's see, let's get rid of the paper now. So I showed you all the paper, but it's so pretty. Did I show you? Yeah, I showed you everything. All right, so that's the paper. This is where it is in the book. If you're looking for the embellishments that you'll get in this suite, they are on page 143, number 3, called Glossy Dots Assortment. And like I said, they're grape, Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party. So, all right, so that's that. Isn't this beautiful, though? Look at, oh, I am going to have fun with this one. All right, let me put my catalog away, and let's get to making a card. All right, so let's see. I showed you my card class to go. You have till the 15th to shop and get this for free. Now, there's a couple things. Now, I decided to, where did I put the, oh gosh, I think I put all my card supplies away. I did with this paper. Let me grab them again. Now, I'm using Melon Mambo. I originally thought maybe I would use the new color. It's Sweet Sorbet, but it's a little bit, let me show you. This is the ink pad Sweet Sorbet. I haven't even opened it yet. And this is the sweet, now did you know you could get a pack of the in colors? You get a pack, 4 sheets of each of the 5 colors. So you get 20 sheets. So it's kind of a nice way to get the 5 new in colors, right? So this is the Sweet Sorbet. But look at how red it is. It almost reminds me like Poppy Parade, which now that I say that, let me grab a piece of, I don't know where it is. Let me see. I just had it out. Here's Poppy Parade. I want to show you how the difference. It's very close to Poppy Parade, but Poppy Parade is like deeper and more orangey. You may not be able to tell on the on the video, but so Sweet Sorbet is a little bit lighter, and I think it's, I don't know, more pinky red, whereas this is more orangey red, but a deep orange red. Poppy, right? That's why they called it that, Poppy Parade. All right, so I decided I wasn't going to use the Sweet Sorbet because the Designer Series paper, because as you know that if you look on the back of the Designer Series paper package, right? Let me turn it over. You can see the colors it goes with, right? And it didn't mention the Sweet Sorbet. It did mention the Melon Mambo, so that led me to use the Melon Mambo. All right, so it's always, if you can't figure out what colors are in it, that doesn't mean you can't use it. Like, here's a Sweet Sorbet, right? I I don't think I would use it. You could if you were stuck. I just don't think I like it as much as the Melon Mambo. So let me put the Sweet Sorbet away. Hey, that rhymes. Sweet Sorbet away. What are you doing today, Susan, besides watching me at noon? All right. So we are going to make a double Z-fold card. And I have the measurements for you. I'm going to get my cutter out because I'm going to use it for scoring. I've already cut my pieces. Here they are. All right. So let me get my little Post-it notes out for you because I have the measurements. You went to a quilt show in Chelmsford. Oh, nice. That's fun. Okay. All right. So we have 2 pieces of paper, cardstock, right? So you can cut this from one sheet. And let me put some information right here for you. I think this is in the view, right? I think that is. I have to wait for my computer to catch up. Yes. Okay, that's it. So we want 2 pieces. So and I'm calling them A and B. So you want one that is 11, which is the length. So you could get this out of one piece of cardstock, right? So this is a piece that is 4 1/4 by 11 long. Right? And then we have another piece that's 2 3/4 by 9 3/4. All right? So I've already scored this one, but I'm going to show you on this one where you're going to score at. So on the long side, you're going to score at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So I'm going to line it right up. Let me slide this down a bit. Let me see. Maybe I shall zoom in a little bit. And hopefully, if I forget, somebody text me and message it and say, Donna, zoom out. All right, so let me slide down. Okay, so I'm going to line up at 2 3/4 right there, right? And I'm going to use my lighter color from my Stampin' Up trimmer, right? My lighter color. The darker color is for cutting. We don't want that. We're going to push that away. So 2 3/4 and then at 5 1/2. All right, 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So you have 2 sides, two scores on the long side, and on the short one, on the shorter, the piece B, you are going. This is 2 3/4. So on the long side, you're going to cut it down to 2 3/4 by 9 3/4, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put in your trimmer, and you're going to score it at 2 3/4 and then 5 1/2. Okay. So 2 pieces. So now I can put my trimmer away because I've cut everything out already. So those are our 2 pieces. They're both scored at the same thing. Now, if you wanted to save time, you could just score, put your piece of 8 1/2 by 11. Oh, let me unzoom. Right there. You could put your 8 1/2 by 11 in your trimmer and make your score line at 2 3/4, and then 5 1/2, and then do your cutting. But sometimes it's easier just to cut the pieces, instead of trying to save a step. Okay, as far as designer series paper, let me put this here, and I will go ahead and I'll be adding this to my blog, which is donnascreativespace.com, but not till the video goes live on YouTube. So it'll be later today or first thing in the morning. All right, so now for piece A, right, the long piece, this is A and B is the smaller one. So for piece A, for designer series paper, you need one piece that's 4 by 5 1/4, and I've already cut it. That's our standard mat size, 4 by 5 1/4. And then you need 2 other pieces. I put 2 in parentheses. That's what that means. 2 at 2 1/2 by 4. 2 1/2 by 4. All right, so those are going to be those pieces there. You guys see where this is going, and I'm sure you've seen plenty of Z-fold cards. I did change the width of this piece though. And then for this B, you need a piece that is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. Now you can go and play around with your designer series paper, but I changed things around I made this, a while ago. My measurements were a little different. But then I've got a stitch scallop. This is from the Scalloped Contour Dies, which I absolutely love this, and that is the middle scalloped square. So it's either, you can either say it's the third largest or the third smallest. All right, so it's the middle one, and it's the one that's stitched. See, the next one up is like it's pierced with, so it's little dots, and then the one down from it has the straight lines that actually cut little slits. So it's the dashed one. All right, so it looks like stitching. So we call it the stitch scallop. All right, so we're using that. So I made one of those, and then I have this other piece, and I think this is about this is 2 5/8 by 4. And what I did was I just made it a little bit bigger than my scalloped rectangle. All right, just like that. See how it's not too much bigger. And we're gonna use this. Did I put away that die? I did. No, I thought I took it out. Oh, here it is. I put it in my bucket. So we're going to use this. This creates this little like notebook edge to the paper. It cuts off the edge of the paper and it cuts all these little holes in it. So why don't we go ahead and do that first? Because I just want to show you how I set it up. I'm going to use my little cut and emboss machine. Now, see this straight line on here? It's like there's circles and then there's a vertical line or horizontal, depending on which way you're holding it, and then this long straight line. That's going to cut your paper. So you want that towards the edge of your paper. And mine says Stampin' Up on it, and it has I think that's the number of the dies. So if you lose this piece, you'll be able to know where it goes. Now this piece of purple tape has kind of worn out, so let me grab another piece. And I am going to put it on my skin just to take out some of the tackiness. I am going to eyeball about 1/8 of an inch. See how much space I did right there? And then let me grab my little cut and emboss machine. Right, and I've got the plate, so I'm going to use a number 1. Put my number 1. Let me do it this way and then I'll turn it. And then a number 2. And then I'll put the second number 2 on top. So what I'll do is I'll take this and make sure it's still in the same spot, right? And I'm gonna put it at a slight angle, just so that it goes in at sometimes when you put it in a little straight. Let me just do this. There. I just like doing that. All right, let me get it lined up, and now I'm gonna get it going. And just cut. You do have to make that sound when you're doing it. Alright, so let's take that off. So see, I'm only cutting off like maybe 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/8 to 1/16 of an inch. I didn't really measure. I kind of know the size is going to come out to what I want because it's already smaller than that scallop. So now I can put this away. That's what I love about the mini machine, because it's so quick and easy. Now let me pull off my tape real carefully because I don't want to rip it. Come on. Good. Okay. But look, isn't this fun? Look at the edge, and you can take these and you can kind of bend them up a little so that it's not flat. But it looks like you just ripped this piece of paper out of your notebook. Isn't that cool? So normally you'd have that on your sheet of paper, but I'm going to use it as if it was like a steno pad, where the ripped edge is at the top. All right, so let me put this back in here. I do not want to lose that one. I know I'm going to use that a lot. So fun. All right, so I have not made this, so I am making it with you, and we're going to do some stamping and some coloring. And oh, one of the ribbons I'm going to use, this is a new ribbon. Now this is the Sweet Sorbet ribbon, but I thought it went pretty good with this Melon Mambo. That's what I think I'm going to use. And like I said, I'm kind of playing with this. I have my Melon Mambo Stampin' Blends markers, the alcohol markers. I've got some tear and tape. I've got some Memento, and I've got Melon Mambo ink also. All right, so let's do some stamping first. And I'm trying to I'm going to put this on the front, right? I'm thinking that I'm going to tie my ribbon kind of on the left side and So I'm going to decorate this with something. I think I'm trying to, I haven't, we'll figure that out as we go. I do know what I want to do on the inside. And what I want to do is I want to color a rose. So let me grab my, a piece of scrap paper and my Stampin' Pierce mat. Because these are photopolymer stamps. And they, where did the stamp set go? And they, don't have any cushion. See, they're just these, they're photopolymer, and I want to put on the ends, I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to, I think I'm going to do wishing you all the, oh, I know what I was doing on the outside. I was going to do these. I think I'm going to put use my cutouts, right? I got all these cutouts. I think I'm going to use the cutouts and decorate the inside. I might put some on the on the outside. I might put a couple on the inside. We'll see. But for now, I think on the outside, I'm going to use the You Are Wonderful in Every Way. And maybe we'll put Happy Birthday. And then You're Wonderful in Every Way on the inside. Let's see. But I am going to use this bigger stamp. Now, I don't want you to be scared when you see my stamp. It has been dyed by the reds that I've been using. I used it to make my, I did a swap, and I used Melon Mambo, and anything with red inks in it, it will dye your photopolymer stamp, but it doesn't affect how it stamps. All right, so it doesn't look great, but it doesn't affect the stamp. All right, so let's do this. I am going to, this is going to go on my inside. I'm going to stamp this kind of in the corner down here, and then I'll set it aside so we can let it dry a little bit, and we'll go on to building the card. All right, so since these don't have any cushion, that's why I pulled this Stampin' Pierce mat out. You could use a foam pad, or you could use a magazine. Just have something so it's not your hard desk or table underneath. You want some sort of cushion. You'll just get a, excuse me, you'll get a much better image stamped. And I'm going to put this in the right corner. Oh gosh, I think I got a little ink on it. And I didn't even do anything yet. I've got ink on my fingers already. But my flower is going to go over that, so it won't matter. I want to take the center of my flower, and I want that inside this little square. So I am going to put it right like that. And we are stamping over that dash and the scallop. So that's why I have the scrap paper underneath, because I have my stamp going over the edge of this corner, because I just want this to be just in the corner. I don't want the full flower. And there we have it. Beautiful, right? All right, so let me put that away. What do we want to do? Maybe let's see, with this would fit here, so that would be kind of good. So I could do You Are Wonderful in Every Way, and on the outside, I could do either, let me find another stamp. Oh my goodness, I have all my, oh, here's one I could use. This is an old Stampin' Up! One. All my stamps are in the other room, because I'm prepping for a class that I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to stamp this in the memento. Maybe we'll put either friend or the happy birthday on the outside. Let me see, I'm going to have to stand up for this, and I'm going to use the actual dash line to kind of make this centered, just like that. And hopefully I didn't go down at an angle. I'm just going to hold it there for a second. I like to let the ink sink in. All right, very good. All right. That's done. Now, since I don't know what I'm doing in the front yet, we won't be stamping. I gotta put this somewhere. Let me just put that over there so I don't lose that. All right, now, let's see. Let's do some coloring on this. I think the flowers, you can go right in right after you stamp it, but because these alcohol markers work great with the memento, but excuse me, I like to give it a second or two to set. Actually, a minute or two would be nice. Excuse me, I have to have a sip of water. Sorry about that. My throat started getting a little scratchy. So I'm going to use the light Melon Mambo, And I have the dark here. I'm going to highlight with that. But I'm going to go in, oops, wrong end. I'm going to use my paintbrush end. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to try to stay inside the black line, meaning not, I'm not going to go up to it. I want to stay kind of like just inside it because the ink does spread. So if I stay inside it, it'll kind of seep out to the edge. All right, and I'm going to go right over the corner just like this. And the nice thing about these is your brush strokes kind of disappear. Whereas if you used the regular Stampin' Right markers, you'd have a little bit different effect. So I'm going to go right up to the edge, just like this. Okay. Now I'm going to go in. I should get something. I don't know what I'll do for the tip of it. I think, let's see, what is in the paper? Well, they have browns, kind of browns on the inside. Let me just grab a, what did I grab? I grabbed my bronze. That's the first brown I grabbed. So I'm just, well, I'll do the inside. I'll do the inside after I do the coloring. So now I want to kind of go just around that circle in the center, right? And then I'm going to go behind this first layer of flowers. And it's really no rhyme or reason. You just do whatever. These little pieces that look like they're kind of folded over, I might do. And then go behind the petals. And I'm just going to do a little area at a time. And then I'll go back in, because then I take my light and go back in and kind of try to soften up that edge and pull that ink around. I think coloring is so therapeutic. I just love doing it. In fact, last weekend when I was visiting my mom, you guys know she's in a nursing home. So last weekend I decided to pull out, my brother had given her some coloring, like a coloring book with coloring, colored pencils, and she wouldn't do it on her own. So I pulled it out and I started playing with it, and then she kind of came around a little bit. She didn't color herself, but she started telling me which colors to use. So I thought at least she's kind of what do you call it? She's oh my God, I can't even think while I'm coloring. She's interacting with me. So at least she was telling me what colors to use. So you can just go through and just color. It really is just to give a little bit of dimension to the flower. And sometimes after it dries, you go back in and look again because it might have changed and you might not have gotten exactly what you wanted. So you can go back in. All right. Pretty, right? So I'll let that kind of sit a little bit. I might go back in. But let's do a little assembly. We still have to stamp the front, but let's get some assembly done. So now this is our big piece, piece A, right? Oops, I thought I lost a piece. So I am going to adhere this. You could use liquid glue or your seal. So I'm going to put some seal on this. The back is so pretty too. Now this would have been, look at that. That would have been a great for a landscape stamp, a tree. Look at all that sky and then the green. It's kind of funny how I cut that out. Didn't do that on purpose, but that would be pretty. So I'm going to center this right in here. Oops. Gosh, Donna, center. I'm trying to do this without getting my head in the way. Okay. Then these pieces, these are the 2.5 by 4 inch pieces. That down. Get all my ink. But isn't that pretty paper? So the backs you can use for a lot of things. All right. My goodness. All right, so we're going to put these in, and these will do the same thing. We're going to center it between the score lines that we have. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, I should have creased my score lines. I should have burnished my score lines. So hold on. So it's okay that we did this first. All right, so I have my panel done. So this is going to go like this, right? And that's going to fold like a card. To get my bone folder, right? Crease that, and then this one is gonna go fold back like that. Isn't that pretty right there? Just like that. So there's our little panel. Now you could just decorate this. Oh, geez, you could put this just like this. Attach this right like that, and then put a little bit of white on the inside. Put another one of these scalloped rectangles. We've made that fun fold before. All right, but we're gonna do a double. That's a Z fold right there. See, you see the Z? So now we're gonna do a double Z fold. So now I'm gonna. Uh-oh. What didn't I do right? Uh-oh, I didn't cut this right, did I? Oh yeah, I did. Did I? I think. Yes, this is 6. Hold on a sec. I gotta make sure I'm 6. No, that's right, 9 3/4. And I did the first one at 2 3/4. Oh gosh, I'm thinking I'm like, this looks awful short for the back of a card, but that's because it's not. Oh, I did it right. I did it right. So we fold it like that, and we fold it like this, because this is going to go in here like this. All right, so this will be centered here, and then this will close. See? And there's how we get our double Z. For a minute there, my goodness, for a minute, I thought I messed up with my measurements. I was such a goober. All right, so what I want to do is what I was in my mind, because I haven't made this yet. All right, that's going to go there. This is going to fold like this. Now remember our little thing here? I wanted to put this. I thought this would be really cute going across. And see how it kind of gets centered on that area there? So that's what I wanted to do. In fact, no, we want to stamp on this. What do I want to put? No, actually, we are going to use the flowers. We're going to do something with these, right? And I think I'll actually stamp on a strip of white. So I am going to put this down, but I'm not going to put adhesive behind this. All right, I am going to put it. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, bother. All right, you're going to have to wait a sec. I screwed up right there because I don't want to put it on the right side of this, because we don't want to seal this shut. Right, so I don't want it on this side. So you know what? This will be what I have to do. Right, I don't want it on this side, so I'm going to have to put some Scotch tape. Oh my goodness. I just wasn't thinking. I got all excited. So you don't do, actually, did I cut another piece like this. It's not, that one's too short. I thought I cut another one because I'd like to, just in case. Oh, I did. Look, is that the right size? Yes. Okay. We're back in business. Let me just go back and do this. Right. All right. So we only want adhesive on one side. But what I am going to do, let's see, is put this down. I'm going to put this down. Make my life easier. So this is going to go down. Right? You could use, you know what I should do is I should use my tear and tape. This one might not matter so much on this back piece. Where's the end? Yeah. I'm just going to use a little on the back for this one. Even though I put the seal down, I'll just put some more. All right, and get my take your pick tool and pull up that. I'm glad I have that second piece. I do like to cut doubles of things. So this is going to go in here centered. So let me first, oh, I just dropped it. This one's going to get centered right in here. So this is the easiest way. With it folded up, kind of center it, top, bottom, left, right. All right. Just like that. I think I eyeballed it straight enough. All right. And then this piece is going to go here. All right. That's where we get our Z. All right. So what I'll do now is I'll do my tear and tape, but I don't need it all the way to the fold. I just need it maybe, you know, these maybe like about, I don't know. I'll show you. We'll do, I know what we'll do. So I'm going to put it here. here, just a little bit going down like that, and here, right? And then I'm going to put a little piece right here. Just that'll help whatever section of this folds down, right? And then I'll take these off. Let me get my take your pick tool. Get rid of those. All right, and then I'm going to close this. All right, now, look, there's our double Z. Great, right? Now this here, I want to tie my ribbon. Here it is. I'm going to tie my ribbon around this side. Do I want to go sideways or top to bottom? I was thinking of top to bottom like this. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I like the side to the top to bottom. So I'll leave that on the spool. Hey, I can come in and go into one of these little doohickeys here. Maybe I'll go into the hole that is the third hole from the end. This is like, I think I told you, this is the Sweet Sorbet. It's thin. It's like, this is an 1/8 inch thick. And it's shiny. It's pretty. It does kind of, you can, oh my goodness, it's slippery. Oh my goodness, Donna. I'm all thumbs. I'm going to tie a bow. I might have to move the bow because I really don't know where I want it. All right. Ribbon, scissors. Hi, Sue Doherty. How are you? It is very pretty paper. So this is going to go on here like this, right? I think I'm going to pull this. Oops, I almost lost my bow. I'm going to pull it, since I didn't glue it down, more towards the top. Like that. Goodness gracious. Make it a little bit smaller, but I can adjust it later. But the reason I wanted to take care of that, there, is I just think I want it more on the top. I think so, yeah, because you'll see I want to put flowers down the bottom. And I think what I'll do is, let me get a piece of scrap. Got some scraps here. I want to stamp the happy birthday. So let me take this one off. Had it upside down. I couldn't read it. Oh, I need my, I think it'll fit on this 1/2 inch strip piece. I'm just going to stamp it right in the center for now. Sorry if my head got in the way. Okay, that's good. I love this script. Love it. All right, so we have that. So what I'm thinking, so now we can just design, right? Well, this one's going to go on the inside. This one's going to go on the inside here. Look how pretty that is, right? And then this will cover it. That's why I made it a little bit bigger than that. It'll just about cover it. I don't care if a little bit of the scallop shows at the ends. That's no problem. In fact, I'm going to put this down now. Actually, I'm looking at this. I think I want to go back in. It looks a little blotchy. So I'm going to go back in with the light. Yeah, make sure I'm doing the light. I don't want it too blotchy. Some Stampin' blends seem to blend better than others. I did this rose on this one here. That's with daffodil. Isn't that pretty? And I used garden green on the leaves. Oh, I could have done leaves, but I didn't even think of that. And this one I did with Pool Party. Is that pretty? So if you get this card kit, I'll be punching this heart out, so you'll be able to print on that. If you get the card kit, I'll give you white that you can stamp these flowers, because these are done in pieces than the dies. But this is easy enough to, if you don't want to, if you don't end up buying the dies, you can go ahead and fussy cut it yourself. And then did I do any? Oh, this was a big one. This one I colored a lot. So I kind of did the same thing. But look at, I put the Winker Stella. Oh, maybe we should do that. That's an idea. That will help it. That will kind of blend it around a little too. Very nice. Good idea, Donna. But I probably should have waited till I put it in the card, because now it's going to be... well, we'll just put it aside. Oh, I forgot to do the center. Remember I pulled out the brown and I said I'll wait till later? Let me get this done. I'm going to wipe with my finger right in the center so I don't get Winker Stella. And then I'm going to use my bronze. Yeah, that's all right. I don't know what else to put in there. Probably should do something darker, but I think that's okay. All right, we'll let that Winker Stella dry. This was extra pieces. Is that our birthday? Yes. Gosh, I'll lose things. All right, so that's going to go on the inside. Oh, for inside here, now I had that other piece. Here it is. This is, I just love this paper. That's why I made this narrow. This is going to go right on this side because I just love it. Now you could, well, that side's not very good, but you could get a different piece, right? Put, you know, the backing of it, you know, anywhere on the paper. You could grab, let's see, this is from something else. You could put the tiny flowers, but I don't think that goes. I love this. I love this. So I'm going to put this on the inside. And put it this way. So this is just this 2.5-inch square. And that fits perfectly there. All right. So let me see. I think I'll do this, but I'll turn it upside down. This is the one that I messed up on. All right. I'm going to put a little bit down the middle. Okay. Isn't that pretty? All right, I'm going to put that centered. Just like that. Oh, I love that. That's, see, now that would be beautiful on its own, just like that. I don't want to rub the Winker Stella all over the place. Okay, back to the front. So this is going to go like this, and it's going to just sit. So I'm going to go like this. I only want to put adhesive up to, I can use this as a marking, just up to that point. All right, and I'm going to use my tear and tape again. That's so funny. And I'll go right over, so right up to that point. But I don't want to put adhesive under the holes. This will help our bow stay in place too. I don't want to put the adhesive where those little circles are, because I kind of like that to be able to be loose. And we'll just stick that there. Gosh, things are right in front of me and sometimes I can't find them. So let's take the backing off of all this tear and tape. So let me say Happy Mother's Day to you ladies out there. Any of you mothers. Hope you have some nice plans for the day. I don't know how nice it's going to be on. I think last I heard it was going to be maybe cloudy or overcast on here in Massachusetts. But you never know, that could change. What do I get? Oh, look what I got. I got something on here. Let's see, it looks like ink, maybe. Oh, it came off. It must have been just adhesive. All right, let's put this like this, centered right over that, and just like that. All right, so now, did I do good? Yeah, see there's no adhesive on the back. See, if we had put, remember I put the adhesive all the way to the end, we would have glued this shut. Isn't that pretty? Oh goodness, I like this a lot. All right, so now let's decorate. In fact, I'm going to put my scissors Is that going to hold that down for me? All right. I'm going to take this away. You guys probably all have all these. If you didn't jot it down, like I said, it'll be on my DonnasCreativeSpace.com either tonight or tomorrow. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to stick this in behind some flowers. So I have all these cutouts right here. Let me see. I'll put some heavy on. I'll put a block on that. Hold that down so it's not bouncing next to me. So I have all these cutouts. This is what I cut out from a whole sheet, but there was still some left. I just kept cutting and I just was having fun with it. All right, so this would be pretty. Let me get out. There were 2 different yellows. Let me just get one out of everything. There were 2 different yellows, and then there were these pinky ones, a darker yellow and a lighter yellow, a darker pink and a lighter pink. So let me get rid of all those. I don't think we need more than one of those big ones because we have these smaller ones. I was thinking like maybe the big flower and this little yellow one. We could put maybe those 3. I do have this one too, and I have that one. All right, so let me get some. We have some dark leaf. All right, let me get rid of these flowers because I think I don't know. I have a dark and a light of that, and I have the pink or a yellow of that. But I think I like putting a yellow in between. So let me see. I am leaning towards that. It's a little lighter than that, but I think if we put that one there, or do we want to build this way? No, I think I want to build from the, so I put that one there, and I can always make my bow smaller, right? And then maybe this, and then maybe this pink. What do you think of that? Oh, I should have cut out oh, I didn't use a sheet of paper that had the blue ones. Did I? No, I didn't. Let's see what I have here. Do I have the blue one? I do. Is it worth cutting out? I could cut that one out, right? Take that one there maybe? Oh, where are my regular, I don't have my regular scissors in here. Seriously? I don't want to use my ribbon scissors. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I am going to do this. I am going to, I think I don't know whether it's going to be worth it. Maybe I just, oops, uh-oh. Uh-oh, did I shut you guys off? I shut my computer off. Now I have to find you again. Oh no, the paper hit my computer. Or the scissors. I have a big pair of scissors I had to pull out. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can find you guys again. I hit the camera, but then oh, there I am. All right. I think you guys are still watching. I don't think I lost anybody. Oh, you're fine? Oh, good. Thank you, Susan. I was using these big scissors and I put it down on my computer and it closed my Facebook screen so I couldn't see what was going on. I think I will leave the blue off for now. I actually don't want to cut up a whole nother piece of paper because I'm doing this card class and I might need it. So I think I'm going to do that just like that, right? I think when I add the greens to it, I think the greens will be pretty once I add greens in it. Maybe I'll put some green going up there. So you have on a full sheet, you have some light greens and some dark greens. So I think that if we did stuff like this, right? Maybe I don't know. I'm just going to play for a minute. See, it didn't matter that we had okay. Just like that, right? And then our happy birthday we can put up on dimensionals and kind of stick it right there. Maybe, oh, actually, you know what? If I went higher with that one, because what I would like to do, I like when you stick things underneath a little bit like that. Right? But that's a lot of white space. Let me see. I can't really, maybe I'll move my bow up higher. And untie it and retie it. Now it might be a little bit easier to make my card stay in one place. I want it really high. Today's my Friday off, so I don't have to rush as much today. What did I just do? Well, that was weird. I don't have to rush to get back to work, but I am going to see my mother today because today's her birthday. We've got birthdays today and Mother's Day Sunday. She's going to get tired of seeing me. That's not true. She loves visitors. Okay. Put that up higher. Yeah, I kind of want that like that. I could put it right across, but no. All right. Enough fussing around, Donna. This is going to go here. I liked my bow before. What did I open it for? Okay. Get out of the way for a second. That's going to go there. So I want to put that one down flat and then put this one up. And then this one up. I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll put this one up on dimensionals. Oh, I didn't grab any dimensionals. I'm going to put this one up on dimensionals. Look at that. All right, which way was I doing it? Like this, right? So, oh, get off my finger. All right. So this one's going to go, I like it kind of over the edge, like that. And then this one, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll be able to stick the happy birthday right under it like that. Yeah, good. And where'd all those leaves go? This I'm going to put flat. Or actually I'm going to put, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a glue dot. I'm going to put a glue dot on the front of the stem, and I'm going to put a dimensional on the towards the top of the back, right? So that'll give me like a different kind of, oh, I like that, so that it's kind of stuck to the back of this, but it's up in the air. Then our happy birthday will go nicely behind that, right? Oh, I should have before I put that down. I'll have to cut that down. Let me see, maybe I can put it in. Oh, it can go right in there. All right, so that'll go in there, but it'll be up on dimensional. So let me do that now before I go too far. I'm going to cut the end off. So I think I want to cut this at an angle. So I'm going to put that like that. And I'll cut this. Oh, these are my good scissors. What did I do with those big ones that I... Let's see, is that going to be... Oh, that's going to be perfect. Good, 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 good. Okay. So that'll go in there. I'm not going to put it down yet. I want to see what I'm going to do with these flowers. This is going to go here. And then we'll put this little one right there. Maybe I'll put that... Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll separate it. I'll put this one over here. I think I like that idea. So on this one, I'm going to put adhesive on this back of this petal. And then I'm going to put a dimensionals on the rest of it, right? Because that'll be like that. So here and here. So it'll be attached to this flower. Like that. Yes. And then I'll put this over here. What do you guys think? Oh, I could put it, no, it's got to be down here. I don't want to cover that up. I love these little doohickeys. Yeah, I guess, or do I want to keep going? Oh, maybe I'll put it behind. That's kind of pretty. I'm going to put it flat. Just be careful you don't put it, stick it, you want it to, your adhesive to stay on your card and not get onto the back, otherwise it won't open. All right? Like that. Okay, so now I can undo these. Take the liner off. We still have to stick in some, oh, maybe I should wait till I stick in some leaves. No, I guess I'm going to put that in. Right? Let me make sure it's straight. All right, we need the greenery in here. So let's see. I'm going to use some glue dots. I'm going to put a glue dot on the front again. Like this, and I'm going to kind of lift this guy up put him down there. I do want some more greenery over here though, so I'm going to put... Hey, why is this unraveling when I don't want it to? Okay, so I'm going to put glue dot on the back of that, and then I am going to put, I'm going to get a little, oh, I don't want to use those. I don't know where my scissors, they must be out in the other room. I've been working everywhere. It's like I've got my dining room table. I took down my, I work in there. Not for long, though. 2 more months. I ask Alexa every day, how many more days till I retire? Well, I have to give her the date I'm retiring, which is beginning of July. All right, so I put a glue dot on the front and a little piece of dimensional, and I want to keep it inside the card. So I'm going to try to pull this up because I don't want it to not be able to, my envelope not be able to close. But I just want a little bit of green. Yeah, that did it. Perfect. All right, let me make my bow. I had to really pull that tight because it's slippery. Now I can use my ribbon scissors, cut my bow down. All right, now we need a little bit of green over here. I think I can squeeze it under there. And I think I might be able to just use the adhesive that's there already. Oh yeah, no, I need to put a little bit of adhesive on the back. And what's good for that is your silicone mat, because it doesn't stick to it and you just get the adhesive kind of rolls back up on itself. So I can stick that under here. Oh, I love it. All right. I'm not sure I love that. I think I think I need to put that down with a glue dot. So hold on. I don't like that. I bent it when I put it down, and I don't like it up in the air so much. Yeah, that's better. Maybe another one under this piece. There. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So now we have to add, let me get rid of all the, oh, you know what we could do? So we don't see this that much, but it's nice to have it when you open it all the way. It's nice to see it a little bit there. Now you could, if you didn't want to do all this work, you could have done this, right? You could have put that there. That would have actually been, gosh, I wish I had thought of that, because that would have been matching. So maybe, well, you would see it a little bit, but you could cut around the scallop if you wanted to. That would be pretty. But I do like doing a different, what do you call it, a different technique. So let me pick up all these. Oh, they're going to have all the, but I can make lots more cards. That was one piece of paper, and I got tired. I got tired of cutting pieces out, and so you get a lot out of that. And like I said, there's different shades. There's the blues and purples. These were the pinks and yellows. All right, we need to do a little bit of bling. And it's kind of boring up here, so I know I need to put a little bit of bling. Hey, get in there. I need to put a little bit of bling up there. And I'm trying to think of where. Let me take it up. I can't wait till my Stampin' Up! My order comes, because I have, I purchased these. You can get, you know, the refills for this. You can get a cup. I think they come 2 in a pack, because my putty is almost gone. So, oh, I had it on this end. So I was thinking maybe putting, I think I want one on this flower because it was kind of boring. And let me see, maybe I can get my, come on. Oh, it worked there. I could put one like kind of close to here maybe. Let's see. I won't press them down too hard. Oh, now it's sticking to my putty. Let me use the other end for now. And the one over here. Oh, you know what? You know what might be pretty? Let me try this. Sometimes I like doing this. You put one down. Oops, not that far close to the edge. And then let me get this one since I didn't press it down. Just like that. Oh, I like that. And I'm going to make sure I pull some of these pieces up. That's why we didn't put adhesive behind them, because you want that whole look of that notebook paper. What do you guys think? I think if I were doing this again, I would definitely take this flower and put it over here. What do you guys think? I could actually just, you know what I could do? What do you think? Should I cover it? I think I should cover it. I might put a couple of little, just a couple little in here. Usually I don't put bling on the inside. What do you think I should cover it? Cover up the work I just did on that? Because I really think that it looks so much better with that than what I colored. What do you think? I wish I could peel it up, but I really put that down pretty good. Well, maybe I will leave it like that. I think though, one more thing before I say goodbye to you guys is I think I'm going to put a little bit of Wink of Stella on my flowers. It does match the flower on the front. It does. Do you, Susan, do you mean to, I should cover it? Cover the one I colored? Oh, I like this. You know, actually, now that I put the Wink of Stella on this, this got darker. I was thinking that it wasn't, that the inside flower that I colored was too dark compared to this. But you know what? Now that I put the Wink of Stella, it kind of darkened it a little. You think so? You think so what, Susan? Do you think I should cover it? Say cover yes. Or cover no. I think I'm going to leave it. You don't have to say anything. I think I'm going to leave it. I did all that work. I'm going to leave it. And then I could, although you are great at coloring, I'm going to leave it because I can save this for another piece, but I just think that's pretty. All right, so I have another leaf over here. All right, folks, so that's it for today's Facebook Live. It was a fun fold. What do you think? Do you like it? Are you going to try making this? If you try making it, even if it's different designer paper, I'd love for you to post a picture of yours right here on my Facebook page. Oh, I like this a lot. I hope you guys like it too. I even like, look at, you know, I just thought of something. Now, if I got this from somebody, this would be great to put on a scrapbook page, just like this. Right on the top of your scrapbook page. Designing it just like that. Get a card. But anyway. All right, folks. So that's it. That is my card for today. So, don't forget, I have this was the Happiness Abounds stamp set, right? And I have my card class to go, which you will make these darling little cards. You'll get a kit to make 2 of each of these. I do the die cutting for you, except for something like this where you have to stamp first, color, and then cut out using either the dies or fussy cutting them. But I'll give you this vellum die cut and the circle, and I give you everything else, all the punches. I've tied your bows. This one this I did with the Sharpie technique. So that's it. So if you shop with me, spend $35 or more, you will get my kit to make 8 cards. It comes with written instructions and a private Facebook video for you to watch to see how to put them together. Okay, and that goes until the 15th, so they won't be shipping out until after the 15th, obviously. Okay, folks, that's it for today. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you did, and you're watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you like my videos, I would love for you to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the little bell, it'll notify you when I put another video out. And if you're watching on my Facebook page, please go ahead and like and follow. And also, if you are on my Facebook page, like I said, if you make this card, I'd love to see you post it so that I can post it right here in the thread and I can see what other people are making. All right, take care, folks. I will see you in the next video. Look at my Z-fold. I love the way this came out. Very cool. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. If you're a mother, have a wonderful Mother's Day on Sunday. Bye, guys.